Well, I'm at an investment property that we've owned for 7 years now. We got it foreclosed, and part of the reason it was so cheap that we bought it was that it had this old pool in the back that the property preservation company had covered with a large wooden, almost like roof, with a goat fence and tarp on top of it to make it safe, because it was foreclosure property and the bank didn't want to have the liability of a uncovered accessible pool. Anyways, we are now working on filling it in, and one of the things that I needed to do is ideally I would like to get all of the concrete out, but that's not going to happen because that's the machine I have, and it does not break up concrete like this. But a little bit of product placement. I did get sent a little bit of concrete there. I did get sent by this company, Top Shack, this jackhammer that I have been using to break up the edge, so I could get the excavator close enough to reach in and scoop out some of the stuff that's close to the bottom, but the rest of it I still have to do myself. And this has been working pretty good, except for one point. Well, point is kind of a pun, because the point of it, this was like a square pointed tip, but the tip of it broke off as I was wiggling it around in a hole that it had dug itself into, or jackhammered itself into. So I cut the tip off in a small chisel tip like this, and I think that works better. I've also had my concrete saw out, cutting that. Man, that's dusty, as you can imagine. That is a SmartBot automatic pump, and I learned about those through Land to House's YouTube channel, because he did a sponsor set on that, and I bought one with my own money, so it's not a sponsored product placement, just so you know. And I'm trying to dewater this stuff here. Let me walk around a bit so you get a little bit of parallax here. And so I finally got down to the bottom. When I got here yesterday, the water was up to there, and at previous times in the winter, the water would get up to there. So I'm happy we're doing it in the middle of summer, or the end of summer, where it's low to begin with. So I was using that pump to pump the majority of it out last night, which worked pretty good until it got to the bottom, and the bottom had like 2 feet of mud in it. So I've been trying to dewater that. I also have this little, it's a pool cover pump by Edu that I bought with my own money again. This is for ram pump testing, future videos. And both of these pumps are automatic utility pumps. Well, that one's for pool covers, ironically. And that one is just a general purpose utility pump. Not a trash pump. I wish I had a trash pump, because so much of the stuff in there was just muck. And the stuff, I put a 2x6 across there, and I was able to shovel a lot of that muck up in there. And not ironically, I should stop saying that word. Underneath that 2x6 and all that mud is a bunch of this pea gravel that fell out from behind this wall for the pool. These walls here are aluminum, so it's got like a 3-foot aluminum skirt and then a concrete bottom. Anyways, I want to get down there and jackhammer out or concrete saw out a hole in the bottom, because I can't break up this concrete, just so it will have a chance to drain. And then finally, this house that I'm at here, again, it's a little bit neglected back here, but you can't say too much, because that's like 1 year's worth of growth for those plants. I forget what they're called. Sassafras? I think that's wrong, actually. And that, if you're wondering, is a Yanmar VO20. It's my dad's. It does have a thumb on it, and the thumb is fantastic for working with concrete because it can just pick up pieces. With a bucket, you can't really just pick up pieces. So I'm letting that de-water overnight, and that's where we are. I will see you guys around. I'm not doing a project video on this because I have a huge backlog of recorded video to edit already, and this is what you guys are getting. I may do another in-process video tomorrow dealing with all of this. This pool had been decommissioned a long time ago. Here's where the original pump and sand filter was. And no, this pool is not salvageable. A lot of the perimeter here had broken up. All of this patio here is broken up and bad. And we may actually be selling this property shortly. So, and a pool does not add value to a property. And a big pit like this, kind of like that pit in Parks and Recreation, is a huge detractor to the property. So now it's going to be nice. And last year we put a roof on, and that was $25,000 because it's 5,000 square feet of roof on this property. Yep. All right. Bye.